Pate, we get to invite the legendary coach Bill Cowher onto the show, and obviously had a great career in Pittsburgh, and so just awesome that he's coming on and join us here. And there he is. What's up, Coach? Coach, obviously you had 15 years in Pittsburgh where you were the head coach. You won a Super Bowl there, and your quarterback was big Ben Roethlisberger in his second year. As you're sitting there watching the game tonight, what are the emotions going through as you see Ben possibly playing in his last home game in Pittsburgh?
You know, Eli, I mean, he just represents what a Steeler is, right? The grit, determination, he's embraced every challenge that's been thrown at him. And just watching him grow. I only had him his first 3 years, but, you know, we were able to accomplish a lot. And just to get to know, he's just such a great competitor. I thought all three of you guys, that draft class that we had with you, Eli, you and Philip and Ben, I said, all you guys, the one thing about you guys were four-year college players. And the maturity level that you guys all had, you came into it, you understood the game, and you were just great students of the game, and just, you know, in your records and your all speak for themselves.
Coach, everybody knows you as a Pittsburgh Steeler. People forget that you played for the Browns and were an assistant coach for the Browns.
I did.
I got to ask you, before your press conference when you were announced as the head coach of the Steelers, did you try to get all those pictures of you as a Browns player erased? I mean, this is a big rivalry between these two organizations.
Hey, listen, when I was with the Browns, my father had a Brown sticker on his bumper, living in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, and every time we'd come down as a Brown, they would take his aerial at the time and put it into a P and say, no, you're supposed to be for a Pittsburgh Steelers. And so my dad was so mad, but I'd bring some of the guys over to the house, and yeah, when I came back to Pittsburgh, it was just like two cities that mirror each other. They're blue collar. Great sports fans and just great venues to play. I mean, they're passionate about their teams.
Great mustache even in Cleveland. It never left you. It's solid.
You know, I do
Coach,
love what they're doing with Ben,
ahead.
putting him in the shotgun. You know, I texted with Ben this afternoon and just told him I thought, you know, embrace the evening. And I said, you know, you are one of the best fourth quarter comeback quarterbacks in the league, only behind Peyton, you, and Tom Brady. No one has more fourth quarter comebacks. So I said, how about this novice idea? How about the first quarter is the fourth quarter, and then then you play 3 overtimes? How about that for a game plan for a game? Right? Just keep it going.
Right.
Just come out there, have fun, and
Coach,
just stay in the shotgun. That's where he's comfortable.
Are you saying throw the ball? I thought you were a run it guy. I thought you were just run the football, run.
No, it's throw early, you run late. You have to score points first, then you run the ball. So I love the way you think.
Coach, I know you had the misfortune of coaching Peyton in the 2004 Pro Bowl, and I just want to know, was he coachable? Like, did he listen? Did he call the plays you called, or was he trying to audible the whole time?
Audible? I mean, if I gave a play into Peyton, it didn't make any difference. I watched him for years. He called his own plays through the course of the regular season. Why would he change in the Pro Bowl?
Let's say,
I'm acting
I mean,
like
the guy
I didn't
that-
hear
I mean, I
what
had to
he's
defend
saying
the guy.
right there, Eli.
Oh yeah. Here's one. How about this one, Eli? How about this one? Hey, my headset's out. My headset's
hear.
out. I've heard that one before. Yeah, right.
A lot of static in Hawaii.
Push
it's
the
it's
button.
hard to hear.
Push the button. I know. We had bad communication, bad headsets. All you
All right,
quarterbacks
third and 9
were
right
alike.
here. No doubt about it. Cleveland showing blitz. Let's see if they drop out here, E.
it looks like it.
How about Frymouth on the backside?
No.
Little check down. No, he's going to Frymouth. He's going to cross.
They should have listened to you. That's the old classic,
Yeah.
you know,
You see
two linebackers in the middle, right? Show, and no go. Back out, right? Zone coverage.
There was Frymouth was coming underneath there from the backside to the front side after the clear out. He didn't have the time. Watch Frymouth here after he chips. Look at that. If he chips, there's
Right
nobody
there.
going into that open space.
Might need to get back on the sidelines, Coach. Get over there and give Ben some tips.
Hey, classic game, Steeler game. Hey, nothing's wrong with a punt. There's nothing wrong with a
Stay
punt.
with us, Coach.
Coach, you were known for a lot of your fiery interactions on the sidelines. My favorite, though, was in 1995. you guys got called for 12 men on the field. You take the printout of the play and you stuff it in the referee's pocket, proving y'all had 11 men on the field. That is the exact type of research-based tantrum that I support. Are you proud of this moment?
I am not proud of that moment, only because my daughter afterwards says, Daddy, I'm so happy you did that to the ref. And I said, you know what, Lauren? No, you don't do that to people on national TV. But it did feel good at the moment.
What was his response?
So I'm not proud. That's poor Gordon McCarter. Huh? It was so bad, Eli. It was so bad. I had it right there in front of me. I said, I know you can't look down, but at some point you just trust me. There's only 11. Just do the right thing.
Oh, there we go. That's what Cleveland wanted.
That's what they're going to have to do more of that right there.
Yeah, I don't know why they threw it so much the first possession, right? This is what they want to do. This is what they can do.
I mean, even last week against Green Bay, I kept saying after 2 interceptions, you can kind of tell it's not going to be your day in the passing game. You know, stop calling the passes and just give it to this guy. I mean, anytime you have 2 guards making the Pro Bowl, something tells me you ought to keep running the ball, right, Coach?
Yes. And honestly, it plays into Baker's strength as well. He's a play-action guy. I don't think he's a drop-back guy, right? I mean, he's a guy that's good on the move.
Yeah.
Give him the one read.
Yeah, I agree with that. Where every play, you want the defense not knowing what it's going to be. Is going to be play action, inside zone, run play, drop back pass. When you become one-dimensional with him, that's not really the strength of his game. I agree with that.
And that's the one thing about being under center. You know what, Peyton? You were in the gun. That's a downhill running game too. That's a Nick Chubb. You get in the shotgun, it's more of a sideways running game. And there's so many things you can do when you're back under center. And that's the thing that sometimes I think Pittsburgh's limited, because I think Ben would rather be in the gun, but it limits your running game.
Yeah. Coach, everybody calls the Steelers Blitzburg back in the day. They're not blitzing as much this year. It's really not quite as true. What are you seeing from their defense that's different from years past?
I think recently it's just been so hard. I feel like they've been playing from behind the entire time, so you're kind of back on your heels. And in the run defense, again, is just something that I would make Baker Mayfield beat me throwing the football. Don't let Nick Chubb get going, So I don't think the receivers, I think they can match up with these receivers. They're not going to separate from you. So put more in the line and stack the box. Put the onus on Baker. Take it away from Nick.
Little shout out to the Steeler fans right there. 3rd and 2 going to 3rd and 7. That's Steelers crowd noise winning right there.
Yeah.
That's a different.
These are the big guys.
3rd and 2. You can do whatever you want. You can run it. You can play action. You can naked. 3rd and 7. You're throwing it. This is what Steelers want. They want Baker on 3rd and 7. Get T.J. Watt going.
And they had 3 guys over there on TJ. That's good.
That was a dagger penalty. 3rd and 2. I mean, I love Austin Hooper. He's a great player. I probably wouldn't let him back in the huddle for at least 3 more series after false starting on 3rd and 2, Coach.
As a coach, you love false starts, didn't you, Coach?
Oh,
you really like those.
It was pre-snap penalties. There's no excuse for it, none whatsoever. Post-snap penalties, sometimes you have to overcome them.
4th and 7.
4th and 7.
Statement. Well, it's at no ways land. That area of the field.
Wow.
Big stop. That penalty. He had him too. He had Jarvis on a little shallow route. They ran a pick route. He had him open. You can see him right here. Oh,
Hayward, Jam Hayward,
right
batted
there.
ball.
That's his second. That's his second batted pass.
All right, welcome back. We got 0-0, and we got turnover on downs, but we still got Bill Cowher with us. Coach, you and Peyton had a wild game, playoff game back in 05. What was going through your mind as you see Jerome Bettis fumble, and then Ben basically making like a game-saving tackle? What was going through your head right there?
Eli, it was the most bizarre game I've ever been involved in because we thought we had an interception earlier with about 5 minutes ago with Troy. They called it back. Peyton then takes them down and scores. Now they get the ball back, and we sacked Peyton on consecutive plays. It was about 1:24, so I can't. They had their timeout, so I said I'll give it to Ben, and I'll give it to Jerome. He never fumbles. He fumbles. Ben makes this miraculous tackle, and then Peyton proceeds to throw about 2 balls into the end zone, which I'm thinking, oh my gosh, oh no, we can't do this. Ryan McFadden made a couple plays, and then the kicker, Vanderjack, who hadn't missed one all year, I go to ice him. I'm going to ice him. He looks at me like what? And I'm going like, well, I'm supposed to keep my one time off for nothing? So I iced him, and he misses the kick, and and all of a sudden Jerome was so relieved. Thank you, Ben. That could have been his last memory of a play.
Oh, we got a free play right here,
Free
Peyton.
play by Ben right there, yeah. Everybody goes deep on those, right? I mean, the center,
Yes.
pretty good by that new center right there, reading it, Eli, right? Snapping it as soon as he felt the guy jump. Everybody knows just to go deep. Ben's going to take a shot, hope for pass interference, hope for a big completion. No harm, no foul.
Coach, it looks like they're listening to you. They're going kind of 2-minute right now. They're going no huddle. They're playing fast. Put Ben in the shotgun.
Yes.
Let them treat it like it's the fourth quarter.
Yes, and it slows down the rush. Myles Garrett is not 100%, so just keep him out there. Don't give him a chance to rest. Just go no huddle. A little draw mixed
That helps.
in there.
You get 8
liking
yards.
it.
Third and 2. Yeah, that's Jerome Bettis looking like right there. Yeah, we talked about that season. Thank you for bringing up that video, Eli. That was one of the more enjoyable highlights I've seen this year, recapping that nightmare of a loss. But, Coach, that did send y'all into Super Bowl 40. There's this great clip at the end of the game when Ben keeps it, runs outside. There's this classic boom, baby clip by you. I know we're going to have it here in a minute, but it had to have been one of the most exciting times of your coaching career, knowing this Super Bowl was going to be real. Let's take a listen here, right here. Are you surprised that boom, baby didn't become like a signature line of all coaches?
Well, I hit everything. You hear what I said. Ben kept it? That was not by design.
I could tell.
Let's see what he does. Hey, maybe he keeps it here. They need a first down here back.
He might keep it right here. Got it.
You got it. Looks like he didn't get that snap real clean right there, Peyton. I don't think that snap came real clean. He's not getting it with that new center.
I tell you, it didn't happen a lot, but anytime Jeff Saturday, our starting center, didn't play and we had a new center in there, I actually preferred to be in the shotgun as opposed to under center, because the shotgun, at least you can get on the ball, but under center, I mean, there's no way if the ball misses your hand or he snaps it a little bit off, there's no way you're going to recover that fumble with 330-pound D lineman falling on your face and pushing your face further into the grass. You cannot recover a fumble with all that grass in your face. So I like Ben in the shotgun with this young center.
Well, I guess you're not a fan of the quarterback sneak.
I wasn't. I had a long neck. You think I'd have an advantage to kind of just sort of reach across, but that's probably why I had neck problems, because I did too many quarterback sneaks early. Yeah. Well, I couldn't jump either, Coach, so that was out of the question too.
Coach, I talked to Ben this week, and I told him you were coming on the show, and he had nothing but unbelievable things to say about you and what a great coach you were in person. But he only talked about you just saying, run the ball. I don't care if there's 11 guys at the line of scrimmage, run the ball. No checks. They don't care. Run the trap, run the draw, just keep running it.
I did give him checks. You can run either left or right. Depends on what you see. So he had options. So he did have options.
A lot of flexibility there. All right. I think
They
Cleveland
got
might
everybody
come here.
up here.
I think they're coming. I think they're coming here.
You think so?
He's in two-down territory, so he's in two-down territory. I wouldn't worry. Don't have to get to 10 yards right now.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
That's your classic
That
blitz
might be
read
a
right
hot-
there. That was a
A
hot.
hot read.
Yeah.
What's
it's
a hot read, right?
Yeah.
They're bringing more than you can block. Quarterback sees it, receiver sees
Yeah.
it. It's a sight adjustment. They're adjusting a deeper intermediate route to a short slant. Ben throws that slant. Ben gets that ball out quick, gets it to that receiver quickly where he has a chance to get up the field. That's basically how they beat Cleveland the first time on a quick slant. All right, Coach, 4th and 5. What do you like here?
I think he's got a lot of options right here. I mean, he's talking to Ray. He's going to work the inside slot if he can. He's reading the safeties, and depends on what kind of pressure he's getting, but he looks like they're pretty much going to be man. Now they're going to try to go too high from zone.
Got him on a zone blitz.
Yeah, it was another hot right there, Peyton.
I don't think he saw him. Pretty good disguise there by
He
Cleveland.
was reading man. Very nice, very good disguise. You know what, Peyton? You were the worst because I used to have the only time I ever used a clock on defense was against you. Because I said to myself, we can't show anything before there was 8 seconds left on the clock because you wouldn't have time to change the play. So I used to do practices with the shot clock for our defense, and I try to see if we can disguise things and get it down to about 8 seconds. 10 was too much time. You could change a play with 10.
Well,
That's hard,
it worked
Peyton.
for y'all a lot, so thanks a lot for
Drop a
thinking of
defensive
that.
tackle. They drop a defensive tackle into the zone. You don't always see that. Usually a defensive end might drop, but defensive tackles is tough.
That was a good disguise.
That was a great
zone
design
blitz.
by Joe Woods. Really good, very good.
Hey, Coach, we're probably getting ready to go to the quarter. Just talk about your relationship with Dan Reeves, what a special guy he was. I know we lost a great one just the other day.
We really did, Peyton. You know, I got to meet Dan through Marty Schottenheimer. I told his story my 3rd or 4th year, and I would go to the league meetings, and Marty said, come on, play golf with us. And I said, okay. And so I went down. I didn't know who us was. It was me, Marty, Dan Reeves, and Don Shula. We're all in this car, and I'm thinking, man, I'm like a fly on the wall. We're going, and Marty's going, you know, Bill Cowher, if you keep up this pace of 10 wins a game, you're going to pass Don Shula. You're only 37 years old. And I'm thinking, okay, that sounds good. I just, you know, am I going to live that long? I mean, I don't even, you know. So it was like, but it was such, I revered these guys, and there's always me and Dan Reeves against Marty and Don Shula on the golf course. Dan was a great competitor.
That's awesome.
Great respect for Coach Landry. That's why he wore what he wore. The man, him and Marty, to me, both belong in the Hall of Fame.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well said. All right, last play of the quarter here,
down.
3rd and 6.
Oh, receiver was
TJ
moving
Watt.
forward.
Oh, what's that?
Oh,
Watt.
boy. Oh, there he is. What a year he's had.
There he is.
I'm telling you, Cleveland wants
I think the
Watt to be
offense was
dropping
moving
into
forward.
coverage, not rushing the passer. Yeah, I think it's going to be on Cleveland.
I'm surprised they're not chipping
think the
him, right? I
receivers
mean,
moving
they don't
forward.
have many other guys that get a great pass rush. You'd think they would have a back, tight end, chipping Watt just to give you that extra second, especially on 3rd and long.
Hey, Coach, you're the
Absolutely.
best.
They
Thank you
did-
so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Coach.
Coach.